Hello there. It's the preamble, and I will be continuing the thing that September has been doing in the preamble, where we make clear again that the surveillance horseshit we are under is indeed horseshit. We did not sign up for it, we do not want it, and we want out. I think that it's important to do that, just in case you have, for, oh, I don't know, some random reason, like been told that we have some sort of degenerative brain condition that makes us not aware of where we are all the time. Let us assure you, we know where we are all the time, and just because we don't talk about it constantly, because we try to maintain some like psychological space to actually feel things, doesn't mean we're not aware of it. Excellent. Let's hit it like that. People are chatting shit outside of our window, but that's okay. All right, there's the toot out. Please enjoy some syncope. Okay, so I'm gonna do all that again, I suppose. Hey, we I'm going to keep doing the thing where before the stream begins, I talk about how the surveillance horseshit we're under is horseshit and that we don't want it. And I think that it's important to do that because I think that there is the idea out there that we have some sort of degenerative brain condition that makes us not aware of where we are all the time. We are aware of where we are all the time. We are aware that this is happening to us all the time. And the fact that we don't talk about it all the time because we want to keep some psychological space open to not feel terrible doesn't mean that we're not aware of it. Anyway, syncope. Welcome, friends. It's good to see you. It's the first time I've been back doing the stream, so I might as well do the great big long intro. My name is Remaliah Should, your friendly neighborhood Eldritch Cognito Hazard, the Ace of Mirrors, and your favorite voice in the void. Hi Fib. How you doing? Tonight we're going to play some Magic Circle, and I can hear myself in my headphones, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, it's a bad thing. But I also don't know how to make it not happen. Hang on one moment. We'll do this like this. So the reason that things are happening in a way that I don't necessarily want them to. Well, a lot of things are happening in ways that I don't want them to. But we got a new computer. Not a. I'm going to rephrase that. Not a new computer. Um, a computer that is new to us. The thing that we say the about Congolese lives mattering in the call to action in the middle of the stream. The reason for that is because there is a considerable amount of horror happening there surrounding the mining of. Hey, I'm about to get political. Sorry about it, except not really. Cobalt and coltan, which is used to make microchips and stuff. And so we've been resisting buying new technology, but the laptop was not. The laptop was not really good, and we sort of thought that getting a new computer would fix some of the problems we were having, but it doesn't look like that's the case. But hey, it's going to make the stream better, so we'll do that. I don't know why that's doing that way. Can I get into shit? I should have done this before the stream. Oh, there we go. Ah, that did it. Okay, I had the mic set to monitor also, so that's sorted. Anyway. Magic Circle is the name of the game. It's the name of the game that I'm about to play. There are many games, but this one is mine. We've seen fucking Full Metal Jacket like 12 times. We didn't mean to. It's a completely fine movie. There are things about it that are good. There are things about it that are bad. But like, it was part of this like we failed English in senior year of high school. And okay, we're gonna have story time before we start, I guess. We failed English in senior year of high school and had to go to a like night school to make up for the credit so that we could graduate. And that ended up being great because a big part of the reason why we failed English is or that year is because the way that the curriculum was being handed to us was not actually of interest to us. Whereas the class that we ended up taking was taught by a film studies major who had us do a like compare and contrast on as our sort of like class project, a compare and contrast of Platoon and Full Metal Jacket. Did I say Full Metal Alchemist a minute ago? If I did, I meant Full Metal Jacket. And the ways in which they differed from each other, which really did a great job. First of all, putting us in sort of a filmic frame of mind. We sort of nod to that class as a means, as a like a big part of the reason why we're like deep divers on film ideas now. And I think you said Jacket the first time. Wonderful, thank you. Um, and also, it was just like a really good way to sort of learn that kind of, I don't want to say debate necessarily, but that like analyzation style. Anyway, Magic Circle. I'm getting around to it. So let's talk about the Magic Circle. What content warnings do I need to give for this game? There are cusses in it. It is a game in first person. I can't remember what the FOV sliders are like. I think it has some, but if it doesn't, that might be a problem. It is a game about creative fulfillment, sort of. It's about a lot of things in the atmosphere of game creation. It's kind of a meta narrative about making a game, and it also touches on the idea of impotence, both physical and creative. So maybe that's good to warn for. There is combat. You don't do there's no guns or swords or anything. It's mostly we have, I'm going to go ahead and use the term pets, although I don't really mean that, that fight other things in the area, the place, in the area and the places we are. And it is not particularly gory, but it is there. I think that's everything I need to warn for mostly, until we get to like the big dramatic thing at the end. Yeah. So I think. Oh no, I need to do the content warnings for me, don't I? So hey, I'm a strange person who occasionally makes weird sex jokes or talks frankly about my trauma. If you're not here for that, that's okay. If you find that you're okay with that, then glad to have you here. If you're here to mock me for either of those things, consider fucking off. That'll do. Magic Circle. Let's double click the button. A game by Question, apparently. Or Quest Island. Oh, no, we're not doing that. You will lose all your progress. Yes, I did wait to start a new game. I wasn't aware I would have a save game ready to go. I would have...
My old man used to take off his wedding ring and sort of flick it into a spin. I remember being scared to blink, like, what if he loses it? Would he lose Mom? Would he lose me? So that's our cold open. Just a ring, twirling over black. Will it stand or fall? And then, as Starfather, I speak. Once, Starfather stood alone before the circle. Within it, he placed everything. First breath, final gasp, love, loathing, you. By his will, circle became ring. By his hand, earth parted from sky. But even he could not foresee the coming of Ava Nadir. Okay, I'm trying to record here, and you're making that face again.
The player can skip this, right?
Oh, yes. The story is only my life's work, but by all means, skip to the last page. Shall I leave it blank, so you have somewhere to doodle?
Ish, you were married, right? You and your wife ever dress up? You know, role play.
Maze.
Thought so. And in that little scene, did y'all find yourselves in burning need of a narrator? No. The meaning lives and dies in the act.
Someone's never been in love.
It's just a game. Shut up and let them play.
People, just use this take for now. I'll redo it tomorrow. We end on Through the Ring, and fade up as the hero awakens.
Okay. So, I'm forced currently to ask if you can hear me. Hey, was literally any of that audible? Because I'm very, very afraid that that was not audible. Oh, no, that's not what that means. Okay, blah, all of that fucking shit I did earlier, dicking around with the audio, literally didn't matter. OBS changed how some of its information is displayed, and I did not understand it. Thank you for the offer of supportive hugs. I accept them gratefully. I'm just gonna go ahead and fuck with some stuff that I should have fucked with before starting. Hey, let's crank that field of view. Only goes up to 90. That's a shame. Hey, let's check out how fucking dev textured this looks. How it just kind of looks. Let's turn on subtitles. How it's just kind of janky. It's very bare bones. I like it a lot. We're gonna be just sort of. We're gonna be getting some. We're gonna be just getting some troubleshooting as we go. I forgot to do the audio dubbing too. So that's gonna have to go down considerably. And it's not always going to sound quite this loud at all times, as the intro is very loud. Press F to use. Exit the door. We step out into a little village which appears to have caught some degree of fire. Thatched roof cottages burn inane. For our image description, everything's in monochrome. In sort of a very stylistic, scribbly, everything sort of doesn't have proper textures. It all looks like scribbles, kind of. And all of our prompts are in sort of a system font. Hello, Lucretia. Your microphone is very quiet. I was afraid that would be the case. I am just going to go ahead and we're going to crank down the volume of the whole game by a considerable degree. And I think that will help. And when we get to the thing, when we get to the thing, I will make the audio bigger and a little more what I want it to be. Sorry, I'm just gonna do a thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and dick with the volume settings for just a second. Okay, the microphone is now at 100%. Yeah, I did raise the system volume. It is at the point where I currently cannot make it louder, so I hope that this is okay. Because if it is not, there is nothing I can do about that. I hope that you too, Lucretia, are having a good day. Anything back here? I've literally never thought to check. I've played this game a number of times, but yeah, there's nothing back there. We knock at the door. Temp. Guys, I can't put any loot or optional story in here until you approve it. Oh, I meant my system volume, but it's okay. Here is a character model textured with a bunch of checkerboard keys shot full of arrows. Temp. It was Ava Nadir. Curse her name. Dies. It's been nice. I've been doing some writing. Wonderful. What are you writing? As we continue to walk through the burninated village. There's some more doors to knock on. Villager. We could have a conversation here if someone would finish the script. We cut side quests, right? What goes here now? And we're about to go into this slightly ruined building. Press F to take sword. Mom, father's sword. Hero, my father? Mom, no, father to us all. Our hand reaches out and grabs the sword.
Hold, please.
Uh-huh.
So, who are you? A new playtester? What
Eye contact. I should have warned for eye contact.
I push the buttons.
Ish, we are not changing this part again.
20 years, Maze. 20 years I've wasted writing about the almighty player. But who is the player anyway? They're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Genocide. They demand a world full of deep, compelling characters, yet at any time, they reserve the right to turn said people into piles of gently glowing ash.
Sorry, I'm just gonna turn that up.
What possible story could survive these conditions?
It's a murder mystery now? Everyone's dead. Who could do such a thing? Oh yeah, me.
Look! Look at our hero. A lonely mute who can't even lower their killing hand. Matricide is just how they say hi.
Your story needs Mom to live, so I have to cut all weapons out of the game? Negative. Fire me.
Never.
Sorry, bro. Long story. No choice.
It's romance I've been wanting to write. I figured out how to avoid the romance trope of the couple needing to have a conflict between themselves. It is wonderful.
All right, what was next? No. May, shall we continue?
If you are a playtester, you can scratch combat off your list of hero features to test. But you can't wait to brag about your new job, walking and dying.
So the big floating eyeball robots we just saw were Ish and Maze. Two of the people we're going to be hearing from most during the course of this. they're great.
Now we don't
This
have any
whole
animations yet, but I can make do.
Hero, the demoness Ava Nadir has stolen my ring. She alone now
sort of
commands life and death.
playing Puppet Master with the character model.
The company is broke. The last Kickbacker campaign raised less money than that joke fund demanding to have you caned by the state.
That was you trying to get fired.
Even now, I struggle to hold the sky aloft.
Never proven. Point is, we can't raise a penny more without a live gameplay demo.
Yes, I'm writing the demo script as we speak.
Wit must be your sword, and virtue your shield. Now go, hero. Take back the circle.
Wonderful. So we've played this game on stream before as like a one-off a very long time ago. And we're gonna play it through to the
That song is better for a boss fight. What else do we have?
we're gonna play it through to the end now, I think. Because again, this is one of our favorite games, and it
Mysterious, but this is the ending. Sadder, maybe.
has a lot that we want to like kind of sit with. OBS actually does let you set an audio source above 100 if you go and type that in. That's what the others were doing until the microphone cable was replaced.
Still not quite right.
How is the audio balance currently? Because it looks like it's fine. I want to get the audio ducking set up because I forgot to do that. But it looks like it should be okay if there's not a lot happening all at once. I'm wanting instead, from the writing, to focus on them going through their story arcs together and helping each other with that, right? That is lovely. It is the thing that we charitably hope that a relationship should be, a good relationship. It is balanced between game and microphone. Wonderful. Press F to use a changelog. Eric Last, lead level designer. Scape, I don't know which of our artists did it. I'm sorry. Scape, I don't know which of your artists did it, but putting the elementary lock way, way above the door means like 110% of testers just spin in place, clutching the keys, looking for a hole, and cursing the game's designers. I have news for you. All the glorious detail you put into treetops, vaulted ceilings, not a mortal soul has ever seen them. Repeat after me. The player never, ever, ever looks up. Fix it. I'm aware that we always say this, but we would be excited to read your story if you felt like sharing it. Well, we're in the middle of this little rounded temple with sort of wibbly warp gates on either side, so let's go to that. Press F to use. Cloud Realm quest, status incomplete. For now, just cheat and spawn air key. Oh, okay. Dropped a kind of a yellow diamond in front of us. Carried objects can be thrown. Hold F to aim your throw and to release to throw. Okay. And let's look up, and it's up there. You can see the little diamond-shaped hole that goes in. I forgot there was a little, like, path line that very clearly shows where the throw is going to go. Wonderful. Excellent. That would be really nice. I just have to sort out the outline before I draft. Obviously, I do not wish to make you feel pressured or under some sort of constraint, Uh, it's just that we've known y'all for a very long time, and we always have liked your creative output. And when you say you were making art, that makes us happy that you are making art, but also excited to see what it will be. Ice Peaks quest, incomplete. Same deal, spawn ice key. All right. We pick up this blue squiggly and throw it into the squiggly hole. Life jungle quest, same deal, spawn life key. Pick up this sort of ovular bead. Throw that up there. Volcano quest. Same deal, spawn fire key. So that's a rectangle, goes up in the thing. The massive doors open, and we can very clearly see...
And then, 8 to 12 hours later...
Yep.
I am Ava Nadir! Then we release the Hellhounds. Oh, wait, but we just cut combat, so,
We? Oh no. I'm deleting the endgame bridge so the team knows we're blocked by your decision. I want to ship this thing. That's the contract I signed. You stole 10 years of my life.
We don't own you. Just the rights to your celebrity name and face. And if you quit, I use it like so. My real name is Maze Evelyn. Once I was a hotshot pro gamer, but now I teach yoga. I'm also legally married to a crystal formation.
You're holding my brand hostage? Okay-ish. Okay. I'll stay on until the demo, but wait till I tell you my new idea for the endgame.
Threats don't sink in anymore, Maze. Try reading some of my fan mail. Now I need to review the final cinematic. Alone. Thank you.
Okay. So let's walk out here with the... Oh, Ava Nadir. Hero, you are trapped. My minions will destroy you. Oh, the Hellhounds. We just talked about those. Yup. You sure are shooting fire.
Yeah. I designed that fight to be hard, not unwinnable. But with no weapons, it might as well be a... cutscene. Thanks, Ish. But there's a bug I haven't fixed. Your body was erased, but it hangs around, taking up memory. You can still move if you want to finish testing.
Okay. So... like Maze said, the end game, the bridge to the big, I suppose, magic circle out there was deleted, but we can see it in sort of ghostly form. You have been deleted, aka ghosted. While ghosted, you can interact with other ghostly objects. Oh. Wonderful. So we'll just walk across here, out to this big stone circle full of stars. My god, it's full of stars. And out to this orb of incredibly bright light in the center of it. It's really pretty in here, actually. I would think that. I understand I'm not playing against type at all by saying that. It is, though.
I need to rewrite this too. Something like, even weaponless, the champion defeated Nadir, for they had selflessly offered up their firstborn son to Starfather.
To become a new god. I like it.
Ah, hello. Coda, right? Maze's community intern. Why are you here?
Love, sir. Your work is the great love of my life.
Coda?
Don't panic. I won't ask you to sign any body parts. But I have literally grown up waiting for the sequel, and I will help finish it.
Did you rehearse this?
Many times, but hear me out. It might interest you to know that you make video games for a living. That should be an act of love. But after 20 years, well, love is not some mystic, inexhaustible force. It's a fuel, projects like this run on it. And sir, with respect, your tank is dry. You think I sound young, but purpose trumps experience, and you know it. This upcoming demo, I won't sleep until it's perfect. The magic circle has come too far to run empty now. It will reach everyone. And if necessary, sir, I'll burn for it.
Coda, ignore whatever Maze told you. Now you're hired.
Let me guess. You're thinking, that's it? Did I miss the punchline? And you're right, boss. This world is a joke. And I need you to finish it.
We are being spoken to by a pair of rectangular eyes poking out of the back of the... let's describe this intro screen, because I didn't previously. Our title screen is the magic circle in a sort of mystical font. I guess that's how I'm going to phrase that. With one big black circle in the middle of it. The word magic is in there in white, the circle in black on either side. But now there's eyes in the middle of the circle glowing as they shout at us. We have new game options in Quit, or just added the Pro mode, which is shaking at us rather alarmingly. Let's check it out. We can move around now and see the pieces of the text sort of apart from each other. And we walk into the circle.
The gods of this world don't know you, boss, but they're scared of what you might do. They have to treat you like some reptile with a credit card who can't stay awake without watching something die. But we both know you can quit this world at any time. I can't. I'm trapped here, and I need your help. Hope that's enough.
We have a clock at the bottom of the screen, which is rapidly moving forward through May, June, July, into August. September 4th, at 4:26. Nice. Let's step out back into the game world, I guess, because it's all...
Back. By now, you can see that the gods will never finish this world, boss. Hell, they can't even decide on the color of the sky. To fix it, we gotta start by breaking you.
So the world is all still in monochrome with that very scratchy texture over everything. Except right here in front of us, the rock that the subtitles give it the name Old Pro was speaking to us from. Which is green and sort of spreads out from there.
Think romantic. 3, 4. Okay, everyone else?
When the gods screw up in the act of creation, that life ends up in the cracks. This is one such crack.
Okay. This this multicolored hole that sort of looks like a glitch in the middle of the game texture. We can press F to stick our hand in. I can't think of a good reason not to. Right mouse take life. Use left mouse to place a circle trap on the ground.
Before the gods made the world, everything looked like that. Just a big circle of nothing. The trick is to stare into it and see anything else. Now, when you make your own circle, it's like ripping a black hole in theirs. Trap something inside, and it ain't never the same again.
The hero, locked pending approval. Movement to ground, action none, specials none. Show deleted content on or off. Well, let's go ahead and turn it on.
Now, if you see something that looks kinda ghostified, it means the gods unmade it. It takes life to bring it back.
Okay. And we can right click to reabsorb that circle trap. We have a suppose a life energy meter at the bottom of our screen now. And we can see all sorts of ghosty shit around us. And let's go ahead and refill that right there. So we can get back up to where we were. Because I'm pretty sure there's another thing over here to fill in. Yes, there
The
is.
rest of the strings. Here we go. Just sit under her. Sit under her.
The gods are just stuck on what is and what ain't. But there's always a place between. And if you got the will, you can live there. When they erase something, it hangs around as a ghost, in case they realize they screwed up and want it back. Usually a ghost can't move around. But you're that something between.
So this is kind of our primary method of interacting with everything around us is to find ghosted objects and fill them with life to make stuff happen. I think that's another old pro rock. Yep.
That's what you look like, boss. The gods' plan was there'd be more than one of you heroes. But they canned that idea again. So now this thing is kind of stillborn. Maybe crack it open? See what happens?
Press F to take the pill shape with arms, which is presumably what we would look like if we could zoom out. Max life increased. Wonderful. There's nothing further down there. I like very much, because of course I do. I like so much about the goddamn presentation of this game, but the way that the world generally is in monochrome, but where we are and extending out in a little bit of a radius from us is a little bubble of color. Is very nice. And the things that we infill with life also remain in color. Here's a bridge. We have infilled the bridge. There's another that maze.
Hold.
Hey.
Okay, intern. Ish trusts you. Your new job is to convince him that you should build our big gameplay demo. First, convince me.
I'm nervous. Your work is sort of the great love of my life. But speaking of Starfather, see this rando down here? Pretend this is Ish. Do I score any points with you if I just...
Hey! No! 0 points. First up, that was a live playtester. You just changed the world for everyone.
Say that again.
And second, that love crap? Clumsy. Button up your blouse. I don't need to see your soul, okay? That tester heard you. Hold up. This bridge was cut. And this zone isn't even ready for playtest. Who or what was that? I need intel.
Same time tomorrow?
See, boss? With them around, fixing this world ain't an option. I call them sky bastards. But they ain't got the know-how to close the cracks. So now your life is gonna flow right back in there. And then, payback.
You have been ghosted. Tapped right mouse to reclaim your life from the cracks that we're seeing.
Now, the gods' biggest weakness is the past. If we dig up something shameful enough, they'll crowd around it, pointing fingers, guaranteed. Then we jump out and ghost the sky bastard. Maybe even get inside it. And then, well, the gods claim that they hold up the sky. But I say, knock it down. Don't you want to see what's behind it?
Here we have another changelog from Scrape Termaine, art director. So I had to delete the bridge. Sorry, Eric, but Ish decided it was too advanced for the primitives in the area. I know it breaks connectivity, but since you guys haven't actually implemented any quests in here, I figured not a big deal. If it's a problem, we can put in a giant pink brick or something until we make a properly primitive bridge. What do you think that means? Sticks? Whatever. Let me know. Filling in ghosts costs life. Let's make our way through this little cave. Out to... Well, there's some tracks on the ground. Leading over there to... Okay. It's ow. Okay. I've been attacked.
The gods made that thing hate you. They expect you to kill it. You can't. So, you either quit their game, or change the rules.
Okay. So, our only method of interaction is the circle trap. Which we have done. Creature trapped. Trapped creatures can be edited with the E key. The Howler, and let's talk about the Howler for just a second. It's a little, kind of a dog-like thing on all fours. With pink fur and a great big goofy jaw and eyes. Let's edit.
Good, you found a way inside that monster's head. And like all the gods' ideas, he's only half a joke. All punchline, no setup. Think you can finish it?
Okay, so when we go into the circle trap, it's sort sort of like we're standing in a cylinder of code with a bunch of, I was about to say meaningless text around us, but I don't know if that's true. Well, that avoidance value, vector 3 is 0. Last known path influence, magnitude. It is probably more meaningful to someone who actually codes in any way, which is not something we've done since high school. We know just a little bit about Visual Basic. Not enough to pass that class, but just a little bit. So, in front of us, I am Howler. I move by ground, I attack with melee. My special abilities are nothing. My enemies are the hero, nothing. My allies are nothing. I can be picked up, true, false. Left mouse to edit field, escape to exit. We can just straight up rename it. I'll do that in a minute.
You can't use a creature's powers yourself, but you can stitch them on to anything else. Mix and match body parts to get the job done.
Okay.
Yeah. Pulling off his legs will work as long as you don't go near him.
Okay. Attack with melee.
Yanking out his teeth, huh? Well, congrats. Now you're equally impotent.
Okay. We have no special abilities to add.
That'll work. Now he knows that hunting you is a sucker's game.
Can we add
Guard
ourselves
dog,
to allies?
huh? Smart. But if he lifts a leg on you, I may get my first laugh in years.
I didn't remember these bits at the side, so all of the little pieces that we can take out of the behavior code have their own dialogue. Ground, a basic ground movement scaled by speed. Melee, a close range attack. The hero, this is you. You are so darn special. Howler, I'm fast and I bite hard, but I'm fragile. Pretty on the inside. So we've left the Howler basically exactly how it is. What do we name you? Crust. So we've taken Crust and left Crust basically exactly as they were, except now they're a friend.
See? Trap it with the circle, rewrite the rules it lives by. Anything a creature can do, you can yank that part out and stitch it into one of your pets.
We press right mouse to get rid of the circle trap, and now Crust is just hanging out. Their eyes have gone from red to green, so that you know that they're friendly now in the traditional gamer wisdom. Mushroom discovered. Can we trap the mushroom? We can. I am Mushroom. I move by nothing. I attack with nothing. My allies are wizards. My enemies are nothing. Hey, Crust. I don't want you to be scared, but I'm gonna try something out. Oh, creatures altered by you can be edited without trapping. Thank you. We can put our ground movements onto Mushroom. And now Mushroom moves. It doesn't do anything because it doesn't have any allies or enemies or way to interact with those things, but so yeah, that's the oops. Crust isn't moving because I didn't put Crust's legs back on. That's fine. There you go. Let's go, girls. Oh, there's a floaty thing over there. You want to go back and... No, I'll go back for it later. Let's move forward a little bit, get at least all the tutorializing out of the way. What's here in this cave? Looks like another rock.
See, I watch the gods. I collect their voices as evidence. But they ain't free, so I have to spread them out, hidden in random objects like this. Sorry about that.
That's fine, bud. You're doing your best. Let's edit crew. Okay, so we've pro-spawned a sort of glitchy mushroom in front of us. And doing that gives us a stat point that we can grab. Creature stat upgrade received. Wonderful. And another thing that says trial by fire.
Coda, do you think I'm too old to use a search engine?
Sir?
I was too quick to trust you.
Greetings, streamers. After this latest delay, all I can say is Ishgilder is no longer the Starfather I once worshipped.
Wait! That is the passion of a fan. Maybe the fan. In my family, it's a toss-up who has the more anticipated sequel. You or Jesus.
Coda, it's just a game.
Not to me.
Correct answer. Correct. Now sit here, read through the entire script, and then render unto me some piercing insights. Or you can start another stream with this. Greetings, streamers. Just got fired by a has-been god.
I don't... Ish just seems like a fucking nightmare to work for.
Ladies, this is not the demo area.
The intern is, practicing. I was reminding her that any color scheme must be approved by you.
Coda can use any color she wants. In fact, Coda, come with me. Bring your opinions.
I'm honored, my lord.
Okay, I like that, but maybe don't ever do it.
Oop. There's another thing to fill over here. Hey there.
Now, you might wonder why you're doing all the dirty jobs. Part of the reason is I'm in a jail of sorts and had to learn to work this world in less direct ways. But mainly it's 'cause I'm lazy. Feels good, you know, admitting it.
And listen, pal. You do the best you can with what you have. Right mouse to take life as we start to wander into this sort of forest on stilts. Hang on, there's a changelog over there. Can I get to it from here? No, I'm gonna have to go. Well, I've fallen. So I did fall off of the whole entire world. So that's good. You know, it's an early QA, right? There's gonna be those little seams in the world that aren't quite closed up right, and I guess that's on me.
I guess you were supposed to live out a fairy tale, born to end some war when your sword got big enough. But the gods would have had to agree on all your powers, so you get none. But look around. Every creature here was abandoned by the gods. Let them be your fists, your fangs.
Okay. Can we get to that changelog from over here? Yeah, probably. Very pretty. Oh, there's another one of those blue circles of arrows where we found the pill body, I guess I'm going to call them. Uh-huh. Okay, that felt a little sweaty, but whatever. We got over here. Changelog from Eric Lass, lead level designer. He escaped. So design really intended this forest to just be a transitional space to the village, and while it looks cool, it's kind of easy to get lost in here. Scrape Tremaine, art director. Are you suggesting I should turn the forest into a hallway? I'm guessing you've never actually been in the woods. Anyway, I added the tunnels as a compromise. If the player wants to go to the village, they can just use them. Okay, don't hit me, but the tunnels are pretty confusing too. Oh, here's another very glitchy mushroom. Just gonna grab that. Maze's End.
Maze, can we talk about the motion cameras? These headsets. Given what what you're asking me to accomplish, it's risky to speak freely into so many mics.
Yeah, you learn to unsee them. The whole office is wired up. Everything you do or say here is considered content that we own, in case it's genius.
It is. So, that's why you have to get fired. Contractually, the company cedes control of your likeness, your voice.
But if I just quit before we ship, haha, they keep the rights. Anyway, don't sweat the mics. At TMC, assume the spectrum runs from total indifference to total incompetence. Nobody actually checks the recordings. And my plan gets me fired before they come into play.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, hey, another howler. Crust is fighting the other howler. Or would have done, except now I'm being thoroughly murdered. Okay, cool. So, Crust did not win that encounter. Let's just go... Are you still over there where you died? Yeah, you are. I'm gonna have to go get you back. That's fine. I'll just walk. Left mouse to infill ally. There you go. Oh, good. The other howler, like, kept all of the damage marked on them.
Oh, sorry. Quiet. Sorry.
So, it only took one. I just edit you while you're just dead down there. I could resurrect you and have two howlers. Or instead of that, I'm just gonna take all behaviors.
You just stripped him for parts. No loves, no hates, no legs, and no teeth. What now?
So now, I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit. To this cave where we first found Crust. There's a mushroom in here, and now we can let it move along the ground since we have that spare ground. We can give it a melee attack. Tell it that we are its allies. And now we have a befanged mushroom following us around. I love the way Mushroom walks in little hops. So we got some stat points when we also got those audio logs. The word was in there somewhere. Got to it. Which we could use to make Mushroom a little bit faster. Oh, I should name you too. What are you called? Look left to upgrade this creature, but careful, upgrades are permanent. Let's not deal with that then right now. My collie. Cutting the difference between the breed of Mushroom and a breed of dog. I think it's perfectly acceptable. All right. So, back into the woods. I'm about to start the journey. Do I want to just fall down this way? Yeah, why not? Okay, well, that's where that howler was. And they're gone now. There's another one over there. Let's go ahead and let this howler see that we're over here. Ooh, hey! Wow, 2-on-1 just sort of didn't seem fair for that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and strip you down too. Another glitch room. Take that stat point and 20 go to 10.
Maze, can you watch over my shoulder as I set up my first creature? I want this howler to track the Juggo by scent, flank it, and then pounce.
Just set the howler to hate the hero.
No! I mean, some of them should if they get hungry, but global kill on sight lacks a certain ecological truth.
Trust me. You set 2 creatures to fight, it's just Muppet sex, man. All impact, no joy. Looks terrible. But if the hero gets attacked directly, they've got no time to see the stupid.
What about downtime? Can I at least make them sleep? Or pee?
Just make them patrol in a loop. You want truth, Grasshopper? Watch what Ish actually does between meetings. You walk in a big enough circle, everyone you meet thinks you've got somewhere to be.
Alright, let's get back over here and fill this in.
Boss, now, I had something important for this area. Forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, big minute, dude. We took another pill body, I guess, is what I'm gonna call those, and our maximum life continues to increase. Face the wheel and hold F to activate heavy doors. Alright. Hold F to turn this massive captain's wheel, to raise the sort of paper-thin portcullis. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. That stupid cinematic is glitched again. You're stuck behind widescreen bars until you hard quit. Tell you what, though. As a gesture of good faith, I'll just break you out of story jail. There. Now imagine being stuck in that cutscene for 10 actual years. That's my life here. When my gameplay's too rough for his story Bible, Ish tears the controls right out of my hands. But I think you can help me get fired. I'm guessing you hacked in. Good. This game is broken, right? So exploit it. Abuse it. Make it chase you on a leash. I'll be watching.
Whatever you say, lady. There's a great big thing to fill over here. It's, oh, hey. Hey. No, don't do that. Hey, could the two of you come over this way? Because there's a rock over there that's glitching out that I want to trap without y'all getting in the way. There we go. Grab our stat point and fun with subtext.
So, the fort in the forest. The hero has managed to elude the savage Howler pack, right?
Minus any weapons.
But here he learns that they are an intelligent race, caged for generations by the villagers. The predatory behavior now is a rebellion. Sort of my Animal Farm take on the slave trade.
Oh man, if I tell you how dumb you sound, will you be too embarrassed to fire me?
Maze, please.
Look at the actual human population of your fantasy world. Want Coda to do a little diversity census on the whiteboard? Or, just leave it blank?
Oh. Coda, please tell the art guys that we need to talk about the townsfolk. Until then, let's revert to placeholder skins, please.
Nope, not a terrible fucking point. There's another mushroom here. And then we can fall down into this, pit. Surrounded by dev texture. Summon all edited allies by holding down left and right mouse. There you go. Welcome back. Here's a sort of squarish thing to fill. So, where the overworld that we've been going through is very much fantasy flavored, and done in a kind of modern graphic look, even if it's sort of dev textured. What we've just opened is pretty clearly a space hatch rendered in a sort of 1980s, like, with sort of, it looks like Doom. It looks like Doom looks, kind of, with the very thick pixel jaggly textures. And I love it. Because of course I do. The space skybox outside is very pretty.
This is my world. Told you I was old.
Pros speaking to us from some vid screens around us, basically all over the place.
In my day, the gods were cocky. Figured they could handle more than one hero. See that elevator door?
Mm-hmm.
It won't open for just you. I can help you trick it, though, maybe. Find me in Hibernetics.
Okay. You sign on the floor pointing to Hibernetics off that away. I love that we and our pets are still in the very smooth modern style, surrounded by the pixel jagglies. Into hibernetics. Corpse discovered. If you say so. This is kind of a human-like figure in a... I say human-like, it's definitely meant to be a human. It's just, you know, 80s models in a blue jumpsuit with a massive red splotch on its chest. But we can edit you. And we have all this stuff. So, like, why not? I see no good reason to not turn you into a melee machine. Welcome to... Oh, now that you have a melee attack, you've been given a sword. Wonderful. You are incredibly slow, but that's okay. Glad to have you here. Cyber rats discovered. I mean, like, you're not doing anything. I like the cyber rat a lot. Look at it. It's little rat body, but it's got mechanical arms and legs, or I guess fore and hind legs.
If the gods ever finished my story, I was supposed to wake up here. But the hibernation pod is sealed. I can't open it from inside. Think you can spring me?
How would I do that? Oh, I just used the, I guess, life trap like I do everything else. There you go.
Going on 20 years I've been stuck in here, waiting for the gods. When I got bored, I reached out into the system to learn the ropes and to look for someone like you. This arm implant was meant for my world, but it should help you boss your pets around. Find a way to take my arms with you. I'll come along for the ride.
Ah, okay. So we can see Pro in front of us. It's just a sort of untextured person shape with multiple glowing eyes and a sort of cyber hand, which is we're supposed to be taking. There is a selector for male to female, between male and female. It's on male, and when we hit female, the whole center part just kind of goes away. Women are so difficult to animate, you see. Waypoint tool. Allies will now attack any hostile creatures they find in the circular area surrounding your waypoints. Hold left mouse to position a waypoint for your allies.
Now I can talk your ear off from inside your head. Plus, your new set of arms should help you con that scanner at the elevator. It wants a second hero, but my guess is anyone will do.
Oh. Out to Barracks A. The signs on the walls give this space as the SS Limina, which I do like. I didn't remember that. Switcher came one with the number keys or the mouse wheel? Oh, okay. So the hand that we use for the waypoint tool is in the Jaggly Pixel style, and apparently it doesn't allow us to take life out of the cracks in the wall like the other ones do. So we set a waypoint down there on that spot, and our no. Okay, so we can't do it that way. So we're supposed to have our pet stand on one of these dots and then go stand on the other side of the room. But we can't actually get into that one because there's a door and we can't open the door. It's frazzled. But the Howler presumably can get underneath there.
I knew it. They were too lazy to make that scanner look for something specific.
What else is around here before we go into that new room we opened? There's another corpse. Come on, everyone. Let's get on the elevator. We're going up. Oh, hang on. I can show you do that much more effectively with the... Yeah, there we go.
I had this world near to fixed, despite the gods. Then they scrap the whole damn thing and start over with the magic frickin' kingdom up there. Now I know. They ain't never gonna finish. It's a big loop. And you and me, we were born to break it.
Don't worry about losing your pets. They'll always find you. Good. So if we weren't very specific about bringing our pets onto the elevator with us, they would have just respawned up here. Target circle, EVA in progress. That way goes out to the turbo lift. Apparently, what's this way? Doorbot discovered. Okay. So there's a little... It's a little round robot on wheels with an electric thingy coming out of its head. Oh, okay. Whenever it gets close to this door with the electrified in front of it, the thingy on its head goes off and causes the static field in front of it, I guess, to go away. Hey, Doorbot. Let me ask you a question. My special abilities are lightning rod. Okay. So how about... this? We're gonna go ahead and edit corpse here. And we're just gonna kind of leave you, I think. And instead of that, let's make friends with Doorbot. And we'll go ahead and give you melee attacks, you know, since we're here. Oh, your melee attack is a great big saw. Cool, I love that. Thanks for opening this door. get stuck or just in a hurry, you can fast travel on the map by pressing M. Okay. So this does open the map, and it can zap us to, I guess, anywhere where we've come across a crack in the world. I don't want to do that right yet. Oh, here's a spinny thingy. A face with a talkie boxy around it. That's not what that's called. Why can't I get to it? The thing, dialogue bubble, like in a comic.
10 years. We've all aged 10 years hitting beta. We're down to minor fixes. So as project director, the most valuable thing I can do now is to record, you guessed it, creator commentary. But first, scotch. Indulge me in a toast to the team. The sad tale of the space station.
Oh, thanks. I didn't want to do that.
And its fateful encounter with the Circle is all of our baby. Here's to you.
Yeah, so while the fantasy world in progress has like active bug reports and stuff, because there's more spaces like this, the old space station stuff all has director commentary buried in it, which sort of...
Coda, you are not capturing video of this. This is not the plan.
The fans deserve to see the truth. Someone brought the old sci-fi version back, and now we know. It was finished, and you both canceled it.
Ish cut multiplayer. I didn't want my name on it. Plus, Coda, that was years ago. Focus on the demo. You sold Ish on giving me a sword to satisfy action fans. Now make his avatar mortal. I kill Starfather, the crowd laughs at Ish, and at last, he fires me.
No. Maze Evelyn, you rose from the fan community, but you have forgotten us. And before we fire you, you will atone. Just check your mail.
What effective immediately all likeness rights? Ish signed my brand over to you?
Never even asked why. We are your only way out now. After this is done, we have a new demo plan for you. Till then, stay in your room and think about what you've done. We still love you. We just expected more.
You brought back my world and drew the bastard in, boss. But it's using cheats. So those old whirlybirds up there will act like it's bodyguards. Now you need a plan to deal with all three. I know for sure you ain't got the parts you need yet. Could take a while. Go find them.
Yeah, so this is our main goal, finally, the big star gate back here, in the pixel style is now excellent. Coda's yellow floaty eye thing is sort of hovering in front of it, surrounded by guards. And eventually we'll need to get over there and turn that into a problem. But we have a whole world to discover first. Scrape, art director. Eric, I got your note about testers stuck up here, and not knowing how to get down. I'm pretty sure my solution has the clarity you requested, because God forbid anyone have to look around at the art. Escape, the player isn't your enemy, you know. I'm not either. I'm sorry, Eric. I know that's not fair. I just think this endless march is getting to me. I'll replace it with something real soon. I just needed to vent. That's no problem. Of course, the clarity there is pretty good, so, you know, whatever you do, try not to lose that. Never mind. It's staying, although I might not. The the clarity on display is 3 massive arrow signs that say this way. You know, you talk a lot about signposting in video games. It's not usually that literal. I think this is a good game so far. I'm glad you think so. I obviously agree. I've said as much, but like all of the voice cast is incredible. I really like the interplay between all of the modern devs having their own ideas for how this project is meant to go and pulling against each other versus Pro just going, nah, fuck it. We're about to start really getting into the meat of the sort of like the way the game plays, now that all basically was the tutorial bit, and now we're about to get into the exploration and puzzle solving, which is the kind of majority of the thing. There's a Dillo over here. There's 2 of them. Actually, given that we've just kind of gotten out of the tutorial bit, I'm going to take this opportunity to go take the break. It's a little earlier than it might be otherwise, but that's fine. So, before we go to break, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, the lives of people.
I told you this sci-fi stuff is completely irrelevant to the demo.
I guess
It
we'll
wasn't
listen
me,
to this
sir,
first.
truly. Just some kind of glitch. With great dramatic timing.
I see. Wow. How old is this stuff? My God. It's years. I'll be 61 in the fall, Coda. No family. For better or worse, this is what they'll remember me by.
Yes, exactly. On that demo stage, you have to make yourself believe again.
Long ago, I proposed a system that would generate unique offspring from player behavior. You could teach them like real children. The tech team said no.
This is your baby. Tech will have to take the fake demo version as a challenge.
You know? Yes, damn it. Saying this aloud, how can the demo be about anything else? That crowd has to see a child born into our world and love it as I do. To fear for its future as I do. What was it I said at the end of the original text adventure? By the time we understand our legacy,
it is too late to change it.
Okay, I'm just going to pause so that we don't get interrupted again. Black Lives Matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. The lives of people of color matter. Palestinian, Congolese, Sudanese, Ukrainian, Iranian lives matter. There are many ways to stand in solidarity with your fellow travelers upon this earth, and we like to push for direct mutual aid, as it helps people who are suffering right now suffer less, and people who are suffering less can stand next to us just that little bit taller. So on the break, I'm going to go to the mutual aid hashtag on my social media and boost what needs I can there. I suggest that you take the opportunity to check out mutual aid initiatives in places you operate, both online and in meat space, because the only way we get out of this is through, and the only way we get through this is together. In the meantime, maybe have a snack or drink some water, take your meds if it's time for you to take your meds, do whatever self-care is useful to you. I'll do the same, and I'll see you back here in just a little while. I was in a bit of a rush to set up the OBS, so I don't have the interstitial thing set up. I'm just gonna leave it on this screen. Back in a bit. Hey, I'm back. Need to get the Stream Deck set up again so that I don't have to keep tabbing over to be able to diddle with the sound muting and everything. I do like it a lot. The way that we can,
Listen.
when we come across the old school,
Just keep listening, guys.
Jugadilla discovered. Whoop whoop. Oh, you do have a little mohawk too, don't you?
Alright, let's do it again.
Cute. When we come across the old school techno stuff hanging out in the world, when we fill it in, it like changes the landscape dramatically. I guess let's dive into this one here. Well, we can't get over there, where there's clearly another piece of a director's commentary. Oh, hey. You suck. The Hiver. Well, it's dead now, so we can go ahead and edit it. We can't edit it. Hiver is locked by groupthink. I mimic Hiver Queen. I move by ground. I attack with melee. My special abilities are groupthink. My enemies are the hero. My allies are null. I cannot be picked up. Okay. So I guess that's what that is. We can sort of see from where the Hiver died, there's a sort of blurry line in the air leading back over this way into those ruins, where presumably the Hiver Queen is. Oh yeah, there's a bunch more in there. You can sort of look at them. They look like little ants just sort of scuttling all over the place. I'm just going to go ahead and get a little close and back up, see if I can't draw you out one at a time. Hiver Queen, my children will strip the flesh from your bones, and I will feast. Ooh, no. 3 Hivers beat all of my... Ooh, nope. Okay, well... Apparently 3 Hivers at once beat 3 of my pets at once.
Here. Even you. That life ends up in the cracks. You want to bring back a ghost? Gotta give it some life. And the bigger it is, the more it'll cost you. Just like the circle. Point is, boss, if it's worth doing, it's gonna hurt.
Let's go ahead and fill our little buddies back up. And then go back to that. Hey. How are you? Well, I'm glad we had this talk. Just a random howler out from nowhere. Didn't remember it being there before. And it's certainly not there now. Or it is, it's just, you know, a ghost. Hi again, Lucretia. Glad that you've come to join me in the second half of the evening. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. At the moment, because there's a shit ton of Hivers in here, I think my best play is to just kind of refill my allies as they go. And just kind of, what's the word I want? Kind of word attrition them out.
Here we go. Swell. Shh. Less. Here we go. Still sharp. We can do better.
Hey, it's time for me to praise another thing about this game. I really like the way the music zooms in and out and is clearly the composer, like, building it as they go. Oh, there's the Hybrid Queen. You're big. I don't intend to fuck with that right now. There's a changelog right outside of her door, though. From Eric, lead level designer. Okay, I'm not sure who turned the queen. Try that again. Okay, I'm not sure who tuned the queen encounter, but her melee range is way longer than the player's sword, and her attack rate does not leave any openings for any approach. Even Maze can't get near her without getting insta-killed, as her damage was set ridiculously high. This is a progress blocker. Please fix immediately. And maybe test without cheats before checking in your changes, Jim. We could go in there. We would get murdered, presumably. Very large creatures can't be trapped. Good to know. Well, like, but what's the worst that could happen? You're very pretty. I will say that. Kind of look like a, what do you call them? Orchid lotus or whatever. Those kind of bugs that have a face that looks like a flower for it to do camouflage. How close can we get before we get murdered? Apparently this close. Even closer? Yeah? What if we send our buddies in? Oh no, they died instantly. I feel very bad about how that has just gone. Alright, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that waypoint and, we'll go refill our life so we can, fill our friends back in. That went very terribly. Is there a way around the Hybrid Queen, or do we just need to sort of DPS her out? So there's definitely a, hang on, let me go grab our, or actually, I can just do this. Yeah, okay. Just hold down both the mouse buttons and it brought our buddies' corpses with us. No, I can't get around that way. There's definitely a thing up on this wall. There's jump, oh yeah, okay. Here's how we get up on the wall. Get down on it. I get down on it. Because there was, yeah, one of these rocks over here. Let's take the stat point. Her head's all smiled.
Well, read my script. Thoughts?
It's a little safe. In Act 3, when Starfather returns from the dead, it feels cheap because nothing has changed. Respectfully, we've already solved this in fanfic.
Oh, that's a porn thing, isn't it? And I don't go in for that kind of...
Starfather should come back as a woman. For he hath known the shape of man and woman both. Your words.
This is surreal. You people know my world better than I do.
And if you run into a story problem, I can start a forum argument about it. They won't even know they're working for you, Starfather.
Tell me more about your dark art, my child.
Sort of gross. There's a word for that, but I don't know what the fuck it is. It's something adjacent to like astroturfing. Where you sort of just get the fan community to do the work for you. I'm thinking a little bit about like how Bethesda in the past, I've not played a Bethesda game in a very long time actually, likes to releases its games in sort of a janky state, and then the like modding community comes in. Losing.
What are these on your walls, Maze? Are these screen grabs of gamer profile icons? Oh, is this a cute little voice recorder?
I'm gonna start playing that again, and I'm going to warn you that that this one has some like gross dialogue in it because it is about angry gamer nerds online reacting to a woman being good at it.
Pretty sharp.
How do we get to inventory? There we go.
What are these on your walls, Maze? Are these screen grabs of gamer profile icons? Oh, is this a cute little voice recorder?
No, you bitch. You did not kill me. You cheated somehow, or you got your boyfriend to snipe me. I hope you know that cheating gives you pussy cancer.
My god, they're trophies. How many do you have?
I've lost count. Not really, but that sounds cool. I call them my Chorus of the Damned.
Do you ever think about going back to pro gaming?
Nah, your reflexes peak at 23, 24. Another thing I've lost? Chasing this ship date. But I tell you, after a day on this project, I do like to sit here, open an ice-cold beer, and just hit play on all of them at once. In fact, that sounds really good right now. Get out and close the door.
Okay.
It's good B-roll.
I would. Rock discovered. We can press F to pick up the rock. And we can hold F to throw the rock. Good old rock. Oh, rock is fireproof. That's good. Let's go ahead and take that out of the rock. Now we can make something else fireproof. Just not right now. There was definitely lava a little while ago. That'll come in handy.
Okay, violence. Here we go.
Every world's got an in crowd and an odd man out. Like Starfather and his entourage, whispering in a tight little circle. And me standing at remove and shouting, "You ain't so hot. From here I can see all your asses." and scheming to make it all fall apart. But if the oddball wins, hell, they become the new normal. No thanks. If there has to be a new boss, I choose you.
Or, and hear me out, what if no bosses? If no center holds, why bother having a center? Insert magic here.
Coda, I'm alone in a conference room. I scheduled a meeting with myself in search of quiet. What is it?
A Mr. Byron Rafe called? You're a loan officer?
Yes?
He says you've taken out some, quote, Faustian personal loans to make payroll, and unless this project hits big, which it will, you end up slightly homeless. So, please stop offering me a salary?
Coda, I find the right people, I lock them in a room. The only word for what emerges is a miracle. Or we kill each other. Either way, problem solved.
Another change log from Maze Evelyn, lead designer. Oh, I'm not going to get her voice right at all, am I? Eric, I want the name of the level drudge who put a flamer behind magic bars here and thought it'd behave. Do your people ever actually watch QA play the game? Everyone who comes in here misses whatever BS scripted scene is supposed to be sold in this zoo escape area, because by the time it starts, the flamer gets aggroed and the player's just a nuclear shadow on the wall halfway through a shrug. Anyway, I took out the fireburst attack. That solves the first half of your problem. After whatever space magic happens that makes the bars go away, don't expect this thing to do much. The flamer. Okay, we can just grab it. I see no good reason not to. And then also take its flame away. Oh no, wait, it does not have a flame. That was the whole point. Is there a... Oh, hey, another, pill body. Ba-na-na-na-na. And we're back out here. I'll be honest with you. I thought that going through that sort of Undercroft area of the sort of ruins here would lead to a way around back of the Hiver Queen, so that maybe we wouldn't get murdered instantly. But no. But no. How about we go out and come back once we have a way to attack you that is not melee? I got to thinking about the space dandy for a second. Well, there's definitely a pill body over there on the other side of this lava flow. I'll tell you what. Hey, you. Jugadillo. with your adorable beaver-like tail and your incredibly wide circular body. Yep. I sure can just stand right on top of you. So how about this? I move by ground. Well, first of all, we're friends now. Second, you're fireproof now. And third, we're going that way. So, hey, I can't do this one at a time, can I? Yep, so I'm gonna send Jugadillo over here, over to the other side of the lava flow, and I'm pretty sure we'll make it. It will, though, cause all of the rest of our friends to also try and go into the lava. But there's a life crack right here, so we can bring them right back. Just, yep. I'm glad that they don't make terrible noise when that happens. Oh, here are 3 fireproof rocks. Well, that's good. Let's go ahead and take that. There's a life crack on this side, too. So, actually, let's just go ahead and refill our friends. I haven't renamed any of you, so congratulations, Doorbot. You've been upgraded to Sawbot. Or how about this, since you have one like big robotic eye in the middle of your thing? Seesaw. There we go. And you, Jugadillo, because you're fireproof, we're gonna call you... oh shit. What's the name of the thing? It's generically called fire dancing, but I think it has a one-word title also. But it's not coming to me. Fire Eater. Teleportation bay. Okay. I guess we can go up. Let's go down the space elevator.
Should have known you brought all this back.
Oh, hey.
So what do you actually want? Maybe steal someone's account, then edit the world like we do? Be my guest. Just do it to that three-faced intern, Coda. She's holding a gun to my personal brand, but if you hijack her machine and lock out her controls right as the demo starts, her plans will implode, and I'll give you her job. Think about it.
Yep. I'll tell you what, I'll sure think about it. Okay, good. Our little buddies are all still...
Seeing all this again. Once you've doomed one entire world on a whim, the sin of it is past. It might just become habit. That's who the gods are now. If today stings a little, they box it, bury it, and by tomorrow it never was.
Rough. Correct, but rough. There's a telepad over there. Which makes sense, as this is the teleportation bay. Let's... Okay. So there's little arrow lines going out from the telepad so we can see where it's going, which is to say over to that zone over there. No good reason not to. So, what's over here besides this massive life crack? Elevator? Elevator go up. Oh, more director's commentary.
So the original text adventure only briefly touched on the distant future at the end. Back then, I just wrote whatever I wanted you to imagine, and was shocked when you paid me so well. So I may have surprised you to begin on a space station. And I recognize that compared to the original, this time, your hero was a little more anti. Anyway, for all his faults, I hope the pro found a way under your skin.
Okay. So that's that. Is there a way to get over to that other one over there? There's a telepad that appears to lead back to here. Is there a... hang on. If we grab this. I am telepad and move by nothing, attack with nothing. My special abilities are teleport other. Can I just take that? I mean, yes, it has turned the telepad off. Oh, okay, and now because that telepad isn't active anymore, the other two telepads, the one that one would have gone to, and the one that we haven't been to yet, are now just directly linked. And hang on, I think we can get over there with the zaps? Yeah.
So originally, the tractor beam was meant to safely guide in the spacecraft of any player not currently controlling the Pro, but then our design intern Maze here pointed out that you guys would have expected playable vehicles.
I told him, it's about precedent. It makes no sense to hoof it through miles of space station when you can jump in a shuttle and just hop from airlock to airlock. And from a multiplayer POV, think of the strategies that shake out of having one of your buddies in an armed spacecraft just outside.
Yeah. So, as I'm sure you players know by now, I had to write it in that the shuttles only work for station personnel.
And actually, before we ship, we still need to meet on what to do with the tractor bot. I can schedule it. Super happy to keep advising you.
Yeah, no, I'll call you about that. I'm sure I'll remember this.
Oh, whoops. No, I wish to take the tractor beam from the tractor bot. Thank you. So good. Glad we sorted that out. What's down here? Oh, okay. This is how we were. This is how we could have fixed that if we didn't have our wonderful friend Seesaw to open that door for us. Oop, another one.
Obviously, we owe an immense debt to the Clarkian First Contact stories. I mean, you've played it by now, but I can't help pitching. An object nicknamed the Magic Circle appears in space, in a universe danger close to heat death, okay? But the brave souls who volunteer to suit up and pass through the circle come back dead, but wearing this beatific grin. Classic. I mean, if you aren't tingly right now, you have no soul.
Fuck, man. just like it a lot, is the thing. I like the way we'd see, like, Ish's fucking... I don't know if I would call it a de-evolution necessarily, but his, like, path downwards from being this, like, literally starry-eyed creative to, like, an unbelievably cynical sky bastard. Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, how'd that go for you? Alright, most anticipated.
Please enter your voicemail code. Welcome, Ishmael Gilder. Also Starfather. You have exceeded your mailbox limit. The last unplayed message was left 8 years, 6 days, 7 hours ago.
Oh, Ish. Play the one before that, I guess?
Mr. Gilder, this is Dr. Wellesley at the clinic again. I'm afraid the results haven't changed. Even if your ex-wife were willing to go in vitro, I'm afraid that biologically speaking, the problem, closer to home, is beyond the reach of any treatment I can offer. My advice would be to start making peace with the idea of adoption. I know that's not what you... I'm very sorry. Call back if you want my expanded analysis, or just to talk.
First of all, rough. Second, hey. Hey, Coda, why are you, peering into your boss's voicemails? Seems a little unconscionable. Oh, hey. So that's what you're supposed to look like when you can do your fireball stuff. Do I want to go down there and fuck with that, or do I want to go in here, where the big arrows are pointing me towards? Oh, very well. Let's follow the arrows into this. Oop. Hey. Hey, Seesaw, why are you shooting your electric rod down into the floor? I mean, presumably there's a thing down there. Oh, yeah. Oh, neat. Hang on. We'll just go ahead and edit Seesaw so that we can pick you up, I think. Alright, and now we'll just jump down this electric pit. Perfectly safe, no fall damage. We're gonna have to get back up using the map, but that's fine.
Time was, I wanted to be one of them. Gods. Always this urge to show them where they went wrong. Act of love. But that's the punch, right? If they admit that all this is their fault, they can't call themselves gods now, can they?
Shoot. Hang on. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to do a little bit of walking to get back to where we just were, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and edit this howler that our crew just absolutely murked. Let's take all of its things. And now back into here. And actually go up the elevator we were supposed to take up. Oh, there's another, wibbly thing over there. Go deal with that in a moment, I guess. Oh, hey.
It's every room, you know. I remember for one of these hangers arguing on your behalf. No, he or she will want to see the sky. I guess the player has always been this unknowable, this radiant blank. I know how it sounds, but I think I started to regard you as my children. I can only hope that somewhere out there, one of you felt the same.
Huh. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get up to that, huh? There's another wibbly thing in one of the, there's a bunch of escape pods on the other side of this room. And that one's, like, up on a... I guess it's a hanger. I was going to call it a shelf, which I suppose it is. About halfway up, and there's not really a way to jump over to that. That's useful. So, we'll come
now,
back.
Boss, maybe you see a problem and your solution don't seem clean enough. Like maybe the gods wanted you to do something else. Something perfect. Fuck that. Chasing perfect is what got them into this mess. If your way does the job, it's more right than they'll ever be. Hope you ain't expecting actual magic, 'cause all this, just a cheap trick. And under that, a cheaper one. All the way down. The magic comes from outside the circle, like you.
That line from the last bit. The bit about chasing perfection is a piece of dialogue that is just lodged in the back of our head. It's something that I end up thinking to myself a lot when I'm working on, like, art. When I know I'm getting a little too precious with, like, trying to get whatever I'm painting to look good.
So Darkest Hour stuff. Oh, we realized halfway through dev that we couldn't support a world this dense. We had out-of-memory errors, terrain holes. I was despondent, certain we'd have to cancel. But then one morning, as if by actual magic, they were gone. And look, I'm a highly public atheist, but damned if I didn't feel like something took pity on me. So here's to you, whoever you are.
So here's the thing about this game. And I don't phrase this as a bad thing. It's making a slightly the streaming experience of it, I think, is a little... I hope that you all are having a good time. I know that I'm not adding that much from point to point because there is so much dialogue and there are so many of these little like the developer commentaries and the change logs. On the other hand, the whole reason I love this game is because I like what it has to say, and I'm perfectly happy to let it speak for itself.
Hi. I thought you recorded commentary when the game was, done. I'm the newbie. I have work to do.
It's a making-of track for the special edition. Listeners, you're nerdy enough to have played our multiplayer text dungeon. So you were probably stabbed by the infamous Maze Evelyn here.
Woo! Happy to be here, man. Shout out to the Frag Hags. My old clan?
Yes, you ladies gate-crashed my cooperative story experiment and killed, well, everyone. Why it started selling better as a sort of murder circus, well, I hired you to explain.
Not everyone. Still eats at me that I never managed to gank you. I mean, Starfather. But your avatar had that immortality flag? Cheater.
You're a god now, my dear. It's not cheating if you write the rules.
There are some rocks in here. Just gonna grab that fireproof. Can we just make all of our crew fireproof? We probably could. If I went back and got that, all the rest of those rocks that were out in front of that one cave. Which frankly we'll probably need, because there's all those fucking things with the fire have outside of that other cave. I'll need to go deal with that. Is this the way out? This is the way I meant to go? Not really. I think I managed to go backwards. Well, no, not quite, but here is another commentary track.
Oh, this question again? Can't we do another fan mail? Okay, okay. You people honestly want to know why I set this story in space? After 2 years of trying for a child with my now ex-wife, it turned out I was in fact sterile! Yeah! Untreatable. And space is, in a word, universal. I could write about my empty nest, but in that same abyss, you'd see whatever you're afraid of. The sequel was my O2 low untethered spacewalk into nothing's orbit.
Oh. Hang on. So I'll change log up there. On top of this rock. I think I can get there by climbing this route. It doesn't look like I should, but again. Fuck that. There we go. If it's a dumb idea and it works, then it wasn't a dumb idea. Eric Lass, level designer. Hey, Scape, do we really want people climbing all over this rock? The testers can't resist the admittedly cool tree root ladder you've made here. Maybe we should remove it? I hate to tell you how to do your job, but it's pretty distracting. Oh. Why are you against fun? Let people climb roots for no purpose. Enjoy the beauty of nature. Hang on. There's another pro rock down there. I'm just going to drop down on top of it.
Now, the gods would tell you exactly what to do next. Not me. I want you burning with righteous doubt. Call BS on everything. Even me.
Yeah. Yep, there's the tree we came out of. Should I just use the map to zap back to the... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, hold down right bumper to zap to the trap. Alright, here's the volcano cave. This is where I meant to go. I totally meant to go here. Don't worry about it. No, don't pick up the rock. I don't want to do that. Edit the rock. I'm gonna take this fireproof. How many more fireproofs do we need? What? 1, 2, 3, so that everyone gets one. Alright, everybody. Here you go, Crust. You too are fired proof. Oh, and you're red now. Oh, right. Because everything changes, like, slightly when you... slightly visually when you change their abilities, so... Give my collie... You're also red now. How about you? Seesaw, do you also just turn red? Yeah. And you get some little, hazard lines on your shit. That's neat. Hang on. Stand on top of Jugadillo, because that's the only way we get to the other side of this without, you know, burning to death in the lava. All right, and let's... Now that all of our crew is fireproof, let's go ahead and go back to... the fire zone over here. Wait, what time is it? $10:49. I think I'm just going to call the stream here. Next time, we'll take our new fireproof brigade and go see what they can do with those great balls of fire in this. I didn't describe this outcropping at all. With all the hands, there's just so many fucking hands. I'll do a better job next time, I think. That's going to be it for right now. Yeah. I've been Remy of the Free Association. Gonna be more of this on Friday? Yep. That's all I got to say about that, I guess. Until then, I love you. I want you to remain alive. Take care of yourself and look after each other. And, I'll see you later.